Everyone, I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, it's where I talk about twin flame process. So this video is for the moon on 16th of May in the UK. It's a full moon lunar eclipse. It's in Scorpio. So what they've told me so far is that it's about truths being revealed and strength, emotional strength. So it is a feminine moon, Scorpio being feminine sign, and the full moon being feminine, and about higher consciousness. However, the strength, this emotional strength, is relating to the masculine, but obviously coming through the feminine. So in your twin flame connection, the one who's working from the feminine perspective, the feminine primarily, is going to be required to be strong emotionally, because everything starts vibrationally, right, before it becomes physical. So when we're talking about truth revealed, and this is in twin flame connections, you first of all have to acknowledge that from a vibrational and energetic standpoint. So everything comes vibrationally first before it manifests into the physical. Before it becomes vibrational, it's emotional. It starts off mental, then it's emotional, then it's into the vibration, and then it manifests into the physical. And that's how it works through twin flame process. So between the two that are in operation, one operating from the masculine, one operating from the feminine, that's how it works. So you're connected through your vibrational selves. You're connected energetically. Therefore, what manifests into the physical is made up of the two. And how it is made up of the two is made up through the mentality and the emotionality. So it's how you think, it's what you think, it's the way that you think, it's the way that you feel, it's how you feel, it's what you feel. It's into the vibration, it's vibrational, it's creating what will manifest, and then it's manifested into the physical. This moon is emotional, truth revealed, so that is beginning in the vibration. It's actually beginning in the mentality, because it's where it always begins, but then it moves to the emotions, so that's where it is for this moon. So when we're talking about truth revealed, what we're talking about is belief, how it feel, how does truth feel to you? So everybody's got an emotional truth, basically. So that's where this is really. It's what is your emotional truth. So you could say with twins, there is definitely love between them, right? And this feeling of completion and oneness, the one, because the one is oneness, right? So it's and it's completed, therefore, because it's I found the one. There's no need to look for anyone else. This is the one. That's the emotional feeling, right? And that is also the truth. So you've also got something's jumping out here. Hang on a minute. Creating in the physical, Three of Pentacles is jumping out. That's how you create in the physical, right? So twin flame process is about what's created into the physical between the two people by their link, that is mentality, emotionality, and vibrationality. So it's all whatever manifests into the physical between the two, and in every other respect, like everything that you've got in your life around you, is down to the connection that you're in, because your vibration is not your own. So if it were as simple as that, you could literally have a projective thought, a feeling good, it's into the vibration, and you manifest, right? But you're working with two, so it's down to the both thought, and it's down to the both feeling, and it's down to the both vibrational accuracy, point of attraction, and what's in the vibration, and manifest into the physical through all of that. So the rebalancing, this is rebalancing as well in this moon, because it's going to be everything is always about the manifestation into the physical, right? Because that's what you're alive for. So you're not here to just like be corded to energy because of energy's sake. You're here to manifest into the physical. That's why you've incarnated. Twin flame process is about manifesting into the physical, the two into communication, basically. You could call it the reunion, but you could just call it a communication, a physical communication, coming through what is achieved through the mentality. So this is the way both think. That's what that means. And how that's the whole thing about process, twin flame process, is the elimination of fear. So it's about how they both think in terms of fear. So you can tell yourself something is fearful and you need to fear it. And if you do that, you'll go into the emotions with it and it'll resonate at an emotional level. Then from there, it's into the vibration and it's going to resonate at a vibrational level. And from there, it's manifesting into the physical, more fear. You could tell yourself, there's nothing to fear. I have nothing to worry about. There's no reason to feel stressed. There's no reason to feel down or emotional, therefore, if there's nothing to fear. So that is a projection, right? It's a thought projection that begins that. So first of all, it's like you stand back from your life, actually, and you say, well, I've got nothing to worry about here. There's nothing, absolutely nothing to worry about. As we know, present moment always dictates there's nothing to worry about. So that feeds into a feeling good, and the feeling good feeds into the vibration, and the vibration manifests from a feeling good. But this is a worker too, right? So whoever you are that's listening to this, it's your work to eliminate fear from your vibration. So it starts in the mentality, the feelings. So you know how it feels to feel fearful, right? Whatever it feels in your physical body. Can feel like you're trembling, can feel like you're just not breathing, like you're tightening up. Panic, overwhelmment as well. That's another feeling that comes from fear. Overwhelmment. I can't cope. I can't do this. I can't live. I can't be alive. It's just too painful. It's a very familiar feeling when you're a twin flame, because it's overwhelming that you're connected to somebody else and that you are clearing mentality and emotionality in relation to what is not your own, because you have no power over that. All you can do is give into it and let go to it and learn to live with it and manage it, manage the vibration by managing what's coming through eventually. So where this is about truth, basically manifesting truth, like they say, it's first of all how you create through your mentality. So something comes along this moon, and things are always coming along. Everything's always coming along, right, into the physical. It's like, look at it, whatever it is. You can see it, you can acknowledge it's there. It might be something fearful, but don't go into fear because of it. Because when truth is trying to manifest through between twin flames into the physical in terms of a communication of truth, you're going to get fear coming up in you, whoever's watching this, because of what the other one is dealing with, doing and thinking about. So if you have someone who's operating from the masculine, yet again circling this idea of making contact with you, coming out of the shadows, coming out of the blue, back into your life, and recommitting or reconnecting or whatever that is that they're thinking about, where you've got their fear in relation to what they're thinking of doing, you're going to experience that fear coming up in you. You might also experience that fear that they've got manifesting into your physical reality, because you're connected, right? So that's how it also manifests. So truth will manifest. So fear, this is where you turn fear right on its head, because fear is a good thing. If you're experiencing fear coming through the physical dimension, like you could say, oh, not that again. Not that again. I thought I'd cleared enough into a feeling good that I wasn't going to be manifesting any fear anymore. But you might have something showing up that's coming from fear. And you're like, well, why is that showing up? Because I've been feeling really good. Everything's going really well. Why the hell is fear manifesting into my life again? Why am I seeing this make another appearance? It's because the other one is dealing with something fearful. So you could actually cheer for that fear oh, they're thinking about doing it again. They must be thinking about me. They must be thinking about moving forward, because if they weren't, no fear would be showing up. So you could cheer that fear, right? Instead of being like, drop your vibration because of it. Because when you drop your mood into one of anger or disappointment, or, you know, any kind of like feeling fed up because the fear is showing up again, then you drop your mood and you drop your point of accuracy, your vibrational accuracy. So you must keep your vibrational accuracy intact, despite what the other intricacies would be kind of pulling on you to do, right? So the fear that manifests into the physical is then making you think something's wrong, and then your mood is shifting into not feeling good, and then your vibrational accuracy is going, and then it's just everything is withdrawing from your vibration again, because fear makes everything that's coming towards you that's good withdraw. So that's what it's about, this moon, right? So the truth is in the vibration between you, as it always is. It's an emotional moon. It's about bringing that truth forward. It's a full moon, so it's about enlightenment, and it's about moving forward into the feminine, into the physical dimension. So the truth of the emotion coming into the physical dimension through this moon. So you just got to like batten down the hatches, you know, and stay in. You could stay in disconnect. Let's have a look. Page of Swords, the mind. Also communications, texts, emails, phone calls even. More likely written though, because the page is, it's like writing a lot of the time. Ace of Pentacles, a brand new beginning in the physical world. So mind and communication about a brand new beginning in the physical world. Ending, Ten of Wands, which is about an ending energetically. So if you can picture this, right, there's a communication between twin flames, right? It's always the masculine that will come forward to reconnect or recommit or make a communication. The one that's the one that you sign off on, right? This is like signing off. So yes, the feminine can go forward and do that, but it's never gonna, the conclusion of the adventure is never going to come about through the feminine doing that, because it has to be the masculine that comes forward. If it's the feminine going forward, that's fine. If you feel like doing it, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. But because it's about clearing fear, and masculine is fear, it's only going to come into recommitment when the masculine has enough fear has been cleared for the masculine for them to make the break free and them to move forward on it, because they're the one that is the fear. So it doesn't matter either way. If you feel like doing it, you do it. It's not going to change anything, but just know that it will be, when it's complete, it's the masculine moving forward. Anyway, so we got that there, right? Page of Swords could say communication, brand new beginning of the physical, of the Ace of Pentacles, and here ending energetically. So Ten of Wands, right? So if you look at the Ten of Wands, you can see all the rods on his back, all the sticks on his back. And then imagine those swirling around in a fan. So fan, I've got one here actually, because I have hot flashes, is like that, right? So it's a wheel, basically. It's a wheel and it circles and it fans out. So it's kind of like that, right? So nothing is static energetically. So it's not like rods on the back just sticking there like that. But energy is movement, right? So there's always movement in the vibration. So you could say, if from 1 to 10, because 10 reduces to a 1, 10 is an expansion and 1 is a completion, or even the other way around. It doesn't really matter how you say it, but it's a complete cycle, right? It's like things always going in and out, you could say, in and out. So basically it's communication that circles in the vibration. So that communication that you will eventually receive from the masculine, which is about recommitment, is always in the vibration. So how it's coming into your physical environment is about what is in, how your vibration is affected, right? So that is fulfilled by how you feel, and how you feel is the function of that is what you think. Because you can think, you know, something that's, you could think, oh, to hell with it, I'm just not going to allow myself to fear anything anymore. I'm just going to be like, yeah, it can do it. It can be there. It can carry on. And I'm not going to go one way or another on that. I'm not going to go into fear because something's showing up in my physical environment. I'm just going to stay intact. I'm going to stay intact in my feeling good. So that's basically what that's about. Completion in the vibration. Recommunication is where you are intact in your vibration, which means you're in your point of attraction. So again, another opportunity for remaining in point of attraction, going through a moon, right? That's what it's about. Healing the star, it's water and it's emotions, so it's healing emotions. So it's whatever comes up in you that's emotional, basically, is for you to heal that. So how do you heal what comes up in you emotionally? You don't become attached to it. There isn't any other answer, right? You can't do healing emotionally by having to have an answer, for example, or having to have an opinion, because opinions come from the mind and opinions are egoic. If you had to have an opinion on how you felt and whether how you felt was right or wrong, then that would not be healed, right? So your feeling, however you're feeling, is how you're going to feel at the time. And how you heal your emotions is about allowing yourself to experience the emotions without attacking yourself for experiencing the emotions, right? So on top of all of this, we've got, yes, ideally, your feeling good is where you want to be at the end of your process. When you've attained the finalization of the process, you'll be in feeling good pretty much all of the time. You're human, so you're physical, and you are made up of mental, and you're made up of emotional, and you're made up of experience. So can you be in feeling good 100% of the time, all the time? No, probably not, although we'll see. But can you allow yourself to acknowledge that whatever you feel at the time you're feeling it is a road towards being in feeling good more of the time, and therefore you can let go of any kind of torturing yourself around how you do feel. So there's that coming up as well, because Scorpio is really deep, and Scorpio goes really deep down into like old wounds, and it goes deep down into what's unseen and what hasn't been found. It's like diving to the bottom of the sea, basically, in terms of emotion. So you could be dealing with stuff coming up that you haven't dealt with for a while in this moon. But the reason that you'll be doing it, and what is the healing between twins, is that you're clearing out everything that is in opposition to feeling good, and you are doing that for the one that you're connected to as well. So everything is well on this journey. All is for exactly why it's happening at the time, and it's all good. So there's never anything to feel bad about on this journey. Even if you're feeling bad, because you're meant to be feeling bad at the time you're feeling bad, because it's actually doing some kind of work in clearing something out. So got that as well. So you can feel good in relation to your feeling bad. Can you see how you could maybe get into that location? Because if you can feel good in relation to your feeling bad, then you really are, that's basically being human. Without being in your feeling good 100% of the time, maybe the rest of it, like when you finally exit feeling bad and not being kind of aware of your feeling bad, you're going to be feeling good despite your feeling bad. So just think about that. Right, because you're sharing emotions with someone, right? So it's their feeling bad. Sometimes it's coming through you. So, yeah. Six of Swords, let go. It's let go mentally. Exactly. It's just like whatever's coming up in you, it is what it is. Oh, this is here again. Okay, well, that is what it is. It's meant to be coming up then. Just, that's it. End of. Because there's no going any deeper with that, right? It's just like you could say to yourself, let's explore this then. Let's explore this feeling that's coming up, but not in a way that I'm going to start attacking myself vibrationally because it's coming up. Yeah, I can look at this feeling again. I can see if you can go towards the feeling, but with more of a kind of abstract or disconnect from your own torment, because you will achieve more liberation from that if you can do that, Physical, Queen of Pentacles. So the physical personage of the feminine variety coming up there. So that's where the healing's coming through, the physical of the feminine. It might come up in physical feeling again. Often that's what happens. It might come up as aches and pains, feeling unable to move, shattered, they're saying, which means exhausted. It's that kind of stuff. It might be coming up as that as well. Like you just need to lie down again and see it, see it through that way. Like it's a physical illness almost. Process, Hanged Man, process. And then we've got the Ten of Wands opposite that, and the let go and the process. So it's just let go, basically, of what's coming through vibrationally from the one that you're connected to as you create your way out of this story. King of Pentacles, the masculine variety of person. So got them both showing up. Brand new beginning in the physical, the healing that's coming through. It doesn't feel actually like... I know it is Scorpio, but I can't say I feel like it's going to be that intense. It feels like it's less of a drama than maybe it has been in the past. It's going to be more of a joyful moon in terms of like what you're creating coming through. Let's get this last one out. New road forward, Two of Wands. Message, let go, new road forward. And what's underneath? Fruition in the physical, Seven of Pentacles. So it could be fruition for some of the whole journey. So the fruition into the physical comes from the let go of in the mind. So there's a fully healed, right, feminine, physical. So just like they're saying, right, it's like if you can view everything as a process, everything, like so the way that you think is a process. Your emotions are a process in this journey. So all the fear that comes through your mind, and that is to do with this journey that you're on, it's to do with the one that you're connected to, it's to do with everything else in your life and of your life and all your experience. So you're clearing fear through this process. So that fear always comes up in the mind. It's the way that you talk to yourself. It's the things you talk to yourself about. It is the voice of denial. So it's the voice that it's like you're attacking yourself inside yourself, saying that everything's wrong with the way the things are at the moment. And then you could go beyond that into attacking yourself because you're saying, well, they're like this because this wasn't right in the past, or this isn't going to be right in the future. So it's when you're in that fear in the head, you're always out of your point of attraction because you're seeing everything as being wrong. So you delete your propensity to do that and be that way. So through the process, what you're deleting, and sometimes it will come through so overwhelmingly that you're in your head and you're engaged in those thoughts, that fearful way of thinking. But the reason that you go to that place is because you're deleting that. So where you end up after you've gone through that is where you're not in your head with that at all, and you have no fear, and you don't refer back to fear, and you don't look for fear, and you don't acknowledge fear. You just don't give your focus to it at all. You don't give, and therefore when they say you don't give your energy to something, it means that you don't give your vibration to it, right? You're not giving your vibration away to fear. So that's what healed is, when you no longer vibrationally match fear. It means that you're only manifesting from what is not fear. So you're only manifesting good stuff into your life. This connection is deleting of fear from two people that exist in the physical. So it's a much more involved work of deleting fear, because your mind might not be your own at some times. It's going to be what's coming through is coming from them. So it's dual, you see, it's like a dual aspect. You've got like it's coming in through one window if it's not coming in through the other. So not at all times, but it's definitely sometimes. So the fruition into the physical comes through the let go, but you can't enforce a let go. You can only move through the process of let go. So it comes in it's a journey of incremental shifts in what is mentality and emotion until you feel absolutely released from it all in every single way that you possibly can. Apart from you have there's just like a little bit of a remembrance that there's something that you're supposed to be here for. Right, but you can't quite grasp that feeling anymore of what it is that used to bother you so much about what it is that you're here for. Because of course you're here to be with that person eventually, and it bothers you so much at the beginning of the process that it's overwhelming, right? It's overwhelmingly fearful. But at the end of the process, it's barely even recognisable, although you know it's still there because you've gone through the process, so of course you know it's still there. But it's just you don't recognise it inside of yourself anymore. It's more elusive. It's an elusive thing, basically. And then you'll get there eventually. Everybody gets there eventually. So the fruition comes in the physical from the full let go of that, of the process, basically. Ending energetically, process, let go. Message, let go, new journey, coming up. Brand new beginning in the physical, masculine there, made manifest through the let go. Healing, let go, feminine. So that's what it's all about. Creation in the physical is, and the one that jumped out is through the let go. So that's how it works, right? So it will happen. You can only be surround yourself vibrationally with a vibrational understanding of it, and and view it from the outside source, basically, and not the internal aspect, not the being human, but the outside source of that, the vibration. So let's get one more out on all of these. Anything else? Strength. So that's what they said at the beginning, right? It's about strength of the feminine on top of the masculine. So however it comes through you, it's going to be different for everybody. Some people are going to feel it very emotionally. Some people feel it physically. Some people will feel it mentally. Some people might not feel it at all, but that's because they cleared everything. Or they might just see it because it's energy moving through you, the energy of truth moving through you. Some people hit the nail on the head, which is when it's like you're pulling the arm on a one-armed bandit at the casino, and all those things start spinning around in the vibration. Some people are going to land on communication. Some people are going to land on emotion. Some people are going to land on feeling bad in the physical body. Some people will land on twin flame reunion. It's like it's a lottery, right? So, but the vibrational point of attraction is where the fruition is, and that means that you land on vibrational point of attraction. And that's when you'll see an actual communication come in, and that can be fleeting, that point of attraction. It's just got to match up at the right time. That's all. Let's see, fruition in the physical of the love that can't be seen, that still exists. Let's go on the message, Page of Swords, incoming energy. So that, again, it's like in the vibration, the 8, the infinity of its swimming around in the vibration. Excuse me, I've got hay fever. 2 of Wands on the mind of the feminine. So it's in your mind, and it doesn't come in through anything that is in your mind that asks for it or wants it or feels they need it or anything like that. It comes through the let go in the mind. Again, it's like when you walk through you're walking through just walking through a door and the door's been opened for you already, kind of a thing. You could say, I came up in reading the other day actually, like Moses parting the Red Sea. It's like that. It's just walking through purified vibration. That's when the communication's going to come in. 0 point. 10 of Wands, fear. The elimination of fear. Either expanding or contracting into fear, right? So if you expand into fear, you could have all the fear that you wanted around you in the physical world showing up everywhere. And then it could show up in your mind as well, in thoughts of what could happen here or there, or or what's going on here or there. But the thing is, it doesn't matter how much fear is showing up, it's how you deal with the fear. It's how you deal with your emotions in response to the fear. So, you can't do any more than you can do at any time. But if you're able to be really strong in the face of any fear that's coming up, and not put that into your emotions, and not have it as a resounding feeling bad, then you're staying in vibrational accuracy, and it's the vibrational accuracy that's pulling in the communication, as it says there, right, and there. Process, success in vibration, Six of Wands. Let's go on here, Ace of Pentacles, connection, what's coming in, energetic link. You either go down in vibration or you go up in vibration. So if you've got fear coming in, you're either going to go into that fear and become one with it, or you're going to pull yourself out of that fear. That's what it means, really. If you pull yourself out of fear, you're pulling the one that you're connected to out of fear as well. So if you're waiting for a communication from somebody that you haven't seen, a communication that you haven't seen the communication come in yet, because they're too fearful to make the communication, then you need to look at your response to fear and how much fear you go into. So if you want that communication to happen, then you need to pull yourself out of fear, because by pulling yourself out of fear, you're pulling them out of fear, and then they're going to make the communication. You see, that's the strength of the feminine, and it's let go of basically taking control back vibrationally. Strength is also vibrational card, relates to vibration. So, it's not strength of in any other way, it's just a strength of vibration. So it's just cording yourself to your own vibrational accuracy, despite this other person that you're linked to that pulls you out of vibrational accuracy. Him or her, the masculine, King of Pentacles, ending of the battle of the dark and the light. The light is no fear and the dark is fear, so it's the ending of that. So you pull yourself out of it, and then you're pulling them out of it. The Star, timing, Wheel of Fortune. So this is a time for healing that, basically, this Scorpio. They said at the beginning, strength and truth. So you're pulling someone into their truth, where your strength. The strength is your vibration. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. There's no justification. There's no opinion. There's no bargaining with anything to make it happen. Right? It's just a standing back and staying strong in terms of your point of attraction. So what is truth in this journey? So we go back to the beginning, right? So the truth is that this communication from whoever it is coming, and it's coming out of the blue. So that belief it's a truth, it's a belief. But there isn't any way, you don't need to get into that, do you? Into the nitty gritty of it. Like, how's it going to happen? When's it going to happen? What are they going to say? What am I going to reply with? Why hasn't it happened yet? Or who are they? Or are they coming or anything? You just have to stand back and be like, it's going to happen. That's it. End of story. There's nothing else there isn't anything else. That's just is what it is. It's what it is point of attraction, because you're not trying to bargain or to justify anything. You're just, I'm here and this is it. That's what I'm here for. That's what I incarnated for. Then there's nothing else, right? So you stay exactly where you're meant to be. And then you bring it in on that. It's an inner understanding, which is exactly what Scorpio is. An inner understanding. Truth will prevail, basically. Queen of Pentacles, manifestation, the Magician, having everything that you need in the all the tools that you need, right? Which is the emotions intact, the mentality intact, the physicality intact, as in I'm here. I'm just here, I just exist. I mean, what else is it that you came here for? You just came here to be physical, basically. That's the first thing. And then you came with a mind and you came with emotions to create what it is you want in your life. You came here with a vibration. You came here with a vibration attached to another person and a duty to master fear, because that's what twin flame process is. And the fear comes through emotions and the mind into the vibration, into the physical. So you see where it works and how it operates. So that's just the truth as well, right? Creation into the physical. Page of Wands, which is guided by vibration, your vibrational self. If you let go, right, through you're trying to like work it out through the mind, because you've got a mind, I know, and the mind always wants to rationalize and logicalize and nail it down into like an understanding. But the mind can't nail things down into an understanding that isn't a vibrational understanding, and the mind can't really comprehend vibrational understanding. Only vibrational understanding, higher consciousness, can really understand vibration consciousness, because it doesn't compute through the mind. It doesn't. Whatever way you put the numbers in, it's not going to come out with an answer that makes sense. The only answer that makes sense is stop thinking. Stop thinking. So, vibrational self basically is always trying to bring about what it is that you're here for. And it brings it about by you letting go. So it's not about the control of the mind and the mind trying to get you there, or the mind allowing your emotions to feel something that isn't feeling good because you're not there. So there's never, it's like you could say, okay, I've got this mind, what am I going to do with it today? Oh, I know what I'm going to do with it today. I'm going to again look at what is not in my life that I feel should be in my life, and then I'm going to feel bad about what's not in my life that I think I should have in my life. But that you can't use your mind like that, because you're never going to get into vibrational accuracy. You have to say no to the mind that's trying to make you be in that place and questioning your reality in that way. You can't question the reality. You can only question the vibrational accuracy, because reality isn't real anyway. It's only a result of your vibration. So the only place you can look is your vibrational reality, is your point of attraction. Point of attraction is devoid of emotion. It is devoid of emotion. It's emotionless. It's only but feeling good. There is a lot coming about after this moon that is truth coming out, and you're going to see it in the mainstream in a huge way. And there is going to be a huge turning around of what it is to be alive and what it is to be masculine, feminine. There's a huge truth coming up. Some of you might know what it is. But we're going to get a lot of things turned on their head, and in regard to masculine energy, basically. And it's going to bring about a rebalancing of everything that is in terms of masculine and feminine that exist in the physical. So revelation, the dark, we are coming into more and more dark being exposed, and coming into more and more light, and the truth of that and how it is in the physical. And that, there's a lot of mask wearing being done by those that profess to be light when they're really dark, that kind of stuff. We all know about narcissists and sociopaths and that, all that kind of stuff. But more and more it's coming about into the physical, that we're going to be released from that what is shrouded, basically, what is shrouded and hidden from us. So it's going to be more opportunity to like call a spade in terms of what is dark and what is light, without feeling like we have to stick to stereotypes, the stereotypes that are out there. All right, so I'm going to leave it with that. Lots of love.